what is known in many countries.
Well, in Sanskrit, I may be making mistakes.
Oh, it's okay. I
So,
I, I make more mistakes than what you. At least you have that rhythm. Don't have any. You can start with your slow.
so your microphone will be on, right?
Yes, my mic. That she is gone. Yeah, yeah.
Om Shri Namaha. Om. Today we are talking about yoga is Namaste Rishya. And after that, we are talking about the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri is a set of all our whatever we do is common across all Varna. Meaning of this is unique word Om of Brahma from Agni Devata. Brahma is related to the all-pervasive communal point of reach. So it says that I humbly request of the spoon showering me toward the perishable. Says that Sandhya Vidya controller Devi Saraswati, that my sins during the day be destroyed in the day itself. I am doing that the sins might be destroyed on the Sarva Varuna Rupa. Sandhya Vidya. Devi Saraswati, the personification of Vidya is that Saraswati. Is Sarva Varna Vidya Saraswati. Gayatri. You are the embodiment, yes, holder and strength, Shakti, life of the world, the veritable universe, totality. May I invoke Omkara Swarupa, Savitri. May I invoke Dasa, Lakshmi and Shakti. Gayatri, whose is Gayatri. Rishi is Vishwamitra. Agni is face. Man is head. Vishnu is heart. Rudra is the tough. The Prithvi, earth is generator. And Gayatri, five pranas. That is Pramana. So white colored with the Gotra of Rishi Gayanasa with 24 alphabet. Gayatri has got 3 feet, 6 bellied, 5 head, and the main deity of Upanayana. Upanayana, we do that. Then this is Om Paramatma, Om Bhumi, Om Akasha, Om Swarga Loka, Janaloka, Upaloka, Satyaloka. So it is Bhur, Bhumi, or the embodiment of vital energy. It's Bhuvaha, or the destroyer of evil, suffering. Aha means symbol of Sat, that Almighty. May we meditate that Savitur, the princess of tenacity, the God-heard, transcendent to the Loka, but sustaining Savitar, right like sun, Varanyam, supreme, Virgo, teacher of sins, Devasya, the divine force, Imahi, may give yo who, na, our Prachodayat, that inspire in right direction. The words, O Almighty, you are the creator of life, payer of sorrow, bestower of creator universe. May we receive your supreme energy, grace our sins, guide us in our select in the right direction. What to guide? While Om Mityekaksharam Brahma Nirdevata Brahma Ityakam Ayatram Chantam Paramatmam Swarupam Ayujyam Iniyogam Ayatu Varada Devi Aktaram Brahma Samhitam Gayatrim Chandasam Tam Brahma Jushaswame Tannaat Kurute Papam Naat Pratimuchyate Ratriyaat Kurute Papam Ratriyaat Pratimuchyate Sarva Varne Maha Vidye Saraswati पूजोऽसि सहोऽसि बलमसि योऽसि देवानामसि विश्वमसि वायुः सर्वमसि सर्वायुर्विभुरों गायत्रीम् आवाहयामि सावित्रीम् आवाहयामि सरस्वतीम् आवाहयामि छन्दसीम् आवाहयामि यम् आवाहयामि गायत्र्या गायतो विश्वामित्रसविता देवताग्निर्मुखं ब्रह्मा शिरो हृदयं रुद्रशिखा पृथ्वी प्राणापानवर्णा गोत्रा गायत्री चतुर्युगं चतुर्विंशत्यक्षरा त्रिपदा षट्पुक्षी शीर्षोपनयने विनियोगः ॐ भूः ॐ भुवः भोगं स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः भोगं सत्यम् ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्सुवरोम् ॐ शान्ति
Good, thank you. So now you're giving with meanings, that is nice.
I had to buy out the meeting. 5 minutes should come.
That's okay.
And preparation time is only 15 to 20. But this is very good meaning what I'm getting from that particular PDF.
Nice one. Okay. Now 181. The question is, how do you purify the mind? That is the, it only says that you have to purify. Does not say what you should do to purify the mind. That's the whole exercise. So how would you purify? Yeah, I know that is the most needed, but how? Ah, okay, you're reading from the book. Right, that's what it says. Absolutely. What do we do? That's a question. That's what that book also says. What do we do? what would be the method? What? So here again we have to bring in that mantra, yantra, tantra, tantra. That's the only way you. And the whole idea is to no, you can't cut the senses from the sense object. You can close the door so sense object run inside the mind. So that is the so all the five senses have to be should not leave anything open. Keep it open. It will once you welcome the guest will stay. So that's still okay. But here what happens? There's a takeover. So the guest leave, but you keep it in the mind. So that is the problem. Not about the senses have a problem. Don't have any problem. You are sensing what has come into the door, but then mind takes it, keeps it, stores it. Yes. So mind has an ability. But that enjoyer has to be stopped. Mind alone enjoys. Mind alone suffers because when it gets it, enjoy. If you don't get it, suffer. But Ananda has got nothing to do with what you get and what you don't. Same. It is in the mind only. But the actual enjoyment, the actual bliss, what we call, is not conditioned by whether you get something or you don't. That time you. No, that is exactly what we are talking. So when you say drop the mind, what it really? That's the question. No, it's not that. No, 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 nothing of that. No, it is not. All that what you are speaking is for the mind only. Say drop the mind. This Citta Prajna is also of the mind. Samatva is also of the mind. Everything is of what you're talking is what is actually is beyond the mind. You don't have a mind. No, that day I wrote on the board also. Mindfulness is not that. When you say mindful, it is watching the mind. So that means you are not the mind, right? No. At present, we are the mind. So literally, you are the mind. So for understand. No, it should. No, no. Both, if you become mindful, then there is no mind. It's the equipment which is creating the problem. If you understand, you don't require any subject at all for that. For the point. So I'll tell you. I'll give you a very easy example. Now, what is this? That is the problem now. No, you see, what is this? If you somebody shows this, what is this? From the science point of view, no, forget from science or economics or whatever. Some color. No, it is a shape. That's all what it is. Wait for a second. It's a shape, no? Shape. Now, what color is this? If somebody asks what color is it, then you should say it is black in color. I have not asked you that question, but mind has made all of that. You made it as a mobile phone. That's all mind based on. Exactly. So there is only visual here. What is beyond mind is you see this object as an object. This is an object. It's just a shape. And actually it is a shape. It is heavy. Actually, that's all. Heaviness is. Oh, I hold it in the hand. You are holding this. From that I can make out. No, I am holding. You can't make out the heaviness. Yes, the moment or the lightness. Yes. That only you cannot make. If somebody asks you what is this, you should say shape. Not what kind of shape. It's rectangular or square or trapezium or this or that. That's again a concept. Somebody asks you, what is this shape? That is no mind.
Again, coming shape. That is the mula, Buddha.
Hmm.
Basic.
Basic thing is shape.
Shape.
Everything has a shape. Everything has a shape. This 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 is shape. So everything is a form. Correct. If you know it is a form, that's all what you need to know. There's nothing else to be known. So then there's no mind. Then the mind doesn't move anywhere. It is not interested in knowing what shape is this. Hey, just press here and let me see. Oh, this is. If I press it, now you tell me what is. Or don't tell that is Buddha. No, light. So that is how you need to distinguish between mind and no mind. If I get associated, now this is a cloth. So I can't say this is a mask. So Vyavaharika is you require an identification. So as a Vyavaharika, you say this is a mask.
This is equivalent to that.
Correct.
The basic knowledge.
You are
able to see something.
You are going beyond that also. Actually, you have to come to the childlike and go beyond the child. Then impressions will not be there.
That is this life. But
No, all life
impression will be there.
No, that is a reason. You have to go first, erase this life's clear. Then automatically start erasing the other life's impression also. So the vasanas will not get any energy to spring up.
I think
No, no, it's not like that, but you will have memory, you will have senses, you have
the
everything.
only thing is you are not giving that.
You are different, mind is different. Yeah. Presently, as we
It
speak.
is not erasing, it's connecting. Erasing is permanently gone.
So what is mukti? Is you are cutting the energy moving into the mind.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
So if you want mukti, what you should do? Cut everything. So when they say, when in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, cut the indriyas. It doesn't mean that you take a knife and you cut your eye or ear or nose. No, that's not what it is. You observe that the senses, what sense object, what is coming with something. That thing is the one which is getting into your mind. Nothing else is coming. What is that thing? Wife is a thing. You will never be able to find wife. No matter which world you go and search, you will not find. You are taking a concept and registering that it is true. I have a wife. So that is the reason Shankaracharya says, Kate Kanta, Kaste Putra, Samsaro Yama, Iva Vichitra. Because you never had. What it means is that it's not that you never got married or you never had a child. That is true. Even without that marriage also you could have still had a child, right? That doesn't mean that because you have married and then only you got. Marriage is a concept. So when you go into conceptual reality, the mind comes. When you go to the actual reality, mind drops. There is no mind. So if somebody
building that concept, you are
exactly
not interested in that.
You should exit the mind the moment the transaction is over. The example I'll give. Now one human being comes in front of me. Now I can't say you're a human being, right? Vyavaharika. So I have to say you are Lata. Otherwise I can't say you are two eyes and two nose and a mouth. here and all that. That looks very stupid. Or I cannot say you are Purisha, you are this and that. She will feel what is wrong with this person. Internally, I should know that this is Purisha. Internally means what? Transcending the mind. Because mind has sattva, rajas, tamas. Got it? Now you use that discretion, viveka, which in intellect, which is Vijnanamaya Kosha. See what should be seen. Because that's the only faculty which can create yes or no to the chitta. So to purify the chitta, I need to have a very strong intellect. Without intellect, you cannot do anything. So what we say gross intellect is whatever we are seeing and assuming it to be something. That is gross intellect. Subtle intellect, if you use, it knows exactly what it is. Exactly knows it. So you take that subtle intellect as a chitta, you take the subtle intellect to clear off the impressions in the chitta, not in the mind. Mind is an instrument, just comes on the computer screen. That's all. You can't do anything with that mind. It will show what is shown there. It will only project what is shown there. It will not do anything else. So if I see her as Lata and I have to remove Lata from the chitta there. That is the meaning of chitta shuddhi. It's pure light only. It doesn't have any color.
Shuddhi means
The,
necessary
the coloring.
impressions.
That's called colors.
Impression is there in Citta.
Impressions are there beyond the chitta, which is called as vasana.
More deeper. What is vasana?
Vasana. Vasanas will get entry into the chitta based upon the
Yes.
environment. So when I come into this office, what am I sensing? Right. Now you see the fun. I call this as a room. Is that a room? No, wait. Now we'll address it properly. So room is there. Is that your room? As far as you are sitting in this chair, you can say, I am sitting on this chair. But it is not your chair. The moment you get up from that chair, it's not yours any longer. Why? Because the body is not sitting there. If we were to do like that, then you are mukta. Because there is no you there. Actually, that is true. When you get up. Correct.
Created here.
Yeah. So because you booked it.
But actually I am not sitting. It's not mine.
It's not. So when you come inside the room,
authority enters.
the you comes into play, saying that you have booked it. Somebody else is sitting. Look, I have booked it.
Yes,
You get that rage. Why? Because I have booked it. So where did this rage come? Let's understand. Vasanas have the rage. So that is what has been created for a long period of time. Okay, that came into the chitta. So it colored the chitta. That light got colored with red. Buddhi is not able to decide whether you should get angry or you should not get angry. It is not able to do that. So that is the reason Krishna says, Vriti Vibhramaha Smriti Vibramshat Buddhi Nasho. Smriti is memory. What you should have remembered, that it is Vyavaharika.
I am doing everything. It's like a nut.
Exactly. You have to book the room, you book the room. That's all. It doesn't matter.
Play your.
When somebody is
Now you come inside and say, I have booked it. Don't have to shout, oh, okay, I booked it. What is? And that you don't have to do that.
That is
It is, because it is my room. I have booked it. But shit, yeah, if you are thrown out of the company, what you will book? Nothing you can book. Oh, that vasana, raga, dvesha, moha, is there in that vasana itself. That projects itself based upon the input into the chitta. In chitta, once it inputs, it comes into the buddhi. When buddhi cannot decide, it throws it to the ego, which is ahankara. I am angry because that whole energy is coming. I have booked it. And he says, sorry, sir. What sorry? You see, you have taken me 3 minutes of my time. It was not required. Now, that projects on mind. When somebody sees that person, he sees him angry. Why? Because the body is showing up. So the mind shows up on the body. Got it? So anybody can say he's upset, even though he says, no, no, I'm not upset. But actually, he's upset. So it is better to accept I'm upset. But why do we say I'm not upset? Because now it wants to go back. The buddhi is trying to say, no, you are not upset. It's a buddhi problem, not about no, forget that vihina. Vihina means not even there. Manda buddhi. So this faculty, which can reflect itself, its own self, which is light, is got mesmerized by wrong thing. So you will get two thoughts all the time. I shouldn't have done it. I did it. So now the justification starts. Why? From where it is coming? It is coming from buddhi. Now sends that input back into citta, atmasakshi, citta. Wait. By then the chitta has changed. The color has changed now. It has become white. So you regret. Who regrets? So it gives a signal. No, it only throws light. So that stream is over. Another stream has come, which is white light. Unless that event is over, I get a feel I should not. That's exactly what I'm trying to give you an answer to. Now you get white light. There is no color. When there is no color, there is no impression. So when there is no impression, who has impression now? Buddhi has the impression. Now it cross verifies with chitta, which is white. Now you get guilt in the buddhi. Now that throws it on the no, throws on the ego, ahankara. So you feel I shouldn't have done it. Well, I feel, but I will not tell. No, that's whatever it is. Internal, external, doesn't matter. So it will come. But mind, as such, cannot do anything. So by that time, this guy wants to go and say that I'm sorry. Another set of chitta will come with some other color now. Then again the buddhi will say, what I did was right. Again they have booked it like this. In fact, I wanted to say sorry to him. It means he's doing it by purpose. This drama happened. What the entire philosophy of them, what it means. Like what Shankaracharya says, na chitta, ahankara, no, you are light. You take your chitta colored. If you take I am buddhi, you say I am buddhi, it is dependent on the chitta. Whatever chitta comes, it's buddhi is going to do that. So atma bala is the buddhi. Right? He is not there. Then do you want ahankara? So that is part of it because the chitta gives an impression of I to the buddhi. Even though I say there is no I, still says I. No, 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 no. That is okay. That is vyavaharika, you have to say. But the other side person also can see whether this guy is egoistically saying it. You can visualize the moment. This ahankara. So now what we are trying to do, unfortunately, is to cut ahankara. It is not possible. Is now what should we cut? So some people went into an argument saying, cut the manas. Manas is an instrument. Cut manas. Okay? Citta also I cannot cut. Buddhi also I cannot cut. Ahankara also I cannot cut. Then manas also I cannot cut. There is no liberation. How they found out? Okay, wait. There is a way out. Do the chitta shuddhi, other three becomes pure. Nirmala. Got it? Now, how to purify this chitta? You ask it to trace back to its root. Is turned this way. Yeah. You yourself, you in the sense chitta itself will turn this side and sees that, wow, I am the brightest light ever. The perspective, yes, to the origin. So change the perspective. When you change the perspective, the coloring goes away. If there were to be no color at all, then what's the need of the buddhi? Buddhi was required to identify the color. That's a yellow means raga, red means dve, blue means more. It is able to do that. Now that becomes white. This became just like that Rubik cube became white. If if chitta and buddhi white, then ahankara drops off automatically, gets submerged. We will only. Exactly. You require not just, you require two people. One is intellect, buddhi, another one is chitta. For the chitta shuddhi, you require intellect. It cannot be turned. You address the chitta. The color is coming, don't accept it. Cooling down. Yeah. You are using what? Using discrimination, viveka. Where is that viveka sitting? In the buddhi. Viveka. This what is viveka chudamani. Really should. So they found out manas cannot be anything. Nothing you can do. It's like saying that I will change this mobile. You just press, it will come. So bring that viveka. You should now happens. No, it's you have to now discriminate between the real and unreal. What is real? The chair real? Name. Is the fabric real? Yes. Just to say that this is chair or this is a fabric and this is a sponge, instead of that, it is a chair. So the viveka you are using here. Oh, discrimination. Vyavahara good and bad. But in the right. But in Vyavahara, you will apply like Vyavahara only. Vyavahara, I will not call her as yes. You are a meat of flesh and so you are sitting. Big here you need it. No, wait. Here, when I see Lata or when I see you, all the Arishad Varga will come. Why? Because I have Kama, Krodha, Shobha, Moha, Mada, Matsari. It's coming where? Now you tell me this answer. No, it is in your vasana. It's yes, in the yes, vasana. Yes. That is what I have borrowed, not from my best baggage. Vasana. That vasana comes in. Your chitta is now colored with Krodha, by deep. Whether default or no default is there. If there were no vasana, we wouldn't have come here and we wouldn't have met like this, right? So you leave it. Why vasana? The idiotic exercise. Why it came?
Vasana is Janma.
No, need not be previous also. Now you would have we would have done that. It is like cooking.
Vasana, it's like this now. Focus there, then success.
No, it's not like that. You are getting attracted because of the vasana, but you are strengthening it because you want it right now.
Yoga of vasana.
Whatever you want to call. That's again a concept. You leave it. You leave the concept. Now I have only one. Citta is colored. Do you want to open the gate or do you want to close the gate? Leave the cleaning business, but you have got it. I have got anger now on you. I'm really getting angry, let's say. Should I, possible, impossible, secondary. Now, should I allow it to move forward?
No.
No. Or shouldn't I? If I am using mindfulness, which is intellect, it will not go beyond the chitta. Got it? This comes as a barrier, stops. This energy where it should go now. Anger is an energy. Where it should go. Sorry, sir. That is not how it works. This energy has dimensions. It will go somewhere. It becomes an irritation if you hold it, if you suppress it.
Yes.
But to leave it in a proper place. Is that place? That place is breath. Breath. Mark, leave it. If I am watchful of the breath, as the energy rises, so the breath rises. Now I am cutting it off.
You're cooling it.
Exactly. So it's like milk coming up. Now what happens? Now what happens? It will not go back to chitta. It is exhausted. Wherever. Forget about nature or is the reason every tradition about breath meditation or consecutive or a long period of time that all the six arishad varga go away. Otherwise, you're keeping them as friends. As I'll watch. What will you watch? It comes out. Now, what are you watching? Thing you can watch. You'll get carried away.
Helpless, carried away.
Powerful
So when I say Brahmarpanam, Brahma Havihi, what it means is that get this energy. I pass it down the breath. Gone. Now you relax. In the meanwhile, the chitta turns white. That color is gone now. You flushed it. So now what happened? That much of vasana is gone. Where did it go? Here. Very much. Over. That much clearing has happened. It's built up. Gone. Now again I meet Bhatt. Again we talk on Viveka Chudam. Again he irritates. Again I smile. But this time it's a genuine smile because that vasana is not. But what we do is forget you.
Yesterday and today. Recorded.
So
Yeah.
the thing is,
Yes.
what should be observed when we say mindful, aware, this, that, all English word, whatever word is on four things. Citta, buddhi, ahankara, one is These four are the instrument of knowledge. Of knowledge. You, whoever you call as you, is beyond that.
By God. Actually, no.
There's no God. Nothing called God. So this says Mano, Buddhi, Citta, Ahang, whatever, Na, Aham, Na Grana, Na Netra, Na all that. Not me. Because they are all instrument given by me. It's not that they themselves are their own property. No. If I cut Citta,
Use the word.
that is a overall me. You, me. Yes.
That is for your Leela you have created.
No. If now you are in Leela, once you are out of Leela, you just observe the Leela. Because you are not part of that Leela any longer.
So you are not the instrument.
Meaning, I'll tell you. You are watching the puppet show from the top. Now, when you were watching the puppet show, you were thinking, oh, they are doing all this. Now you see up and say that, wait a second. Oh, these actions are all done by consciousness, not me. So stupid. Now you don't have vasanas. Top. From top, what do you see? You see everybody is animated. That's all.
I think when you say fill salt,
Yes.
I think I don't carry anything.
That is the whole objective of spirituality. That you are not brought anything, nor you're taking anything. Means in the night, you didn't bring anything, taking anything.
The night is the best thing. It is, but during that time actually gone. Yesterday
Time
I
and
was
space.
watching that one. No,
Desha,
mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, nothing.
Desha, Kala are anyway. So coming back to the subject about purification is you have to accept that you have vasana. Basically, we don't accept. Ahankara will not accept. Right. Right. So now I have to, if I'm spiritual, I have to accept I have vasana. Normally, I don't accept because I have other colorings to cover that up. I watch her and she say, "What are you watching?" No, no, nothing. That is vasana. Why did I say nothing? Should have said, "Look, you look pretty, so I'm watching you." That I will not do because I'm married. No, I'm married. I'm married. No, how can I see her? And then she will say, "Ah, I caught you. You see, what spiritual are you? You couldn't. You are talking about all flesh and bones and other things, and you are watching the same thing and enjoying. Ah, so you are a hypocrite. So I don't want that. So what I will do? the- Yes, I will. And that poor lady thinks that I'm reading her eyes. This is vasana, not manas. Hold on, manas is very far away. That has come into the chitta. You cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. You cannot say my chitta is not colored. It is colored. If it was not colored, I wouldn't have come to ABB to work. Wait, it was not colored. I wouldn't have come to work in ABB, to be honest. So there's no point in fooling myself that I'm doing charity work here. Asana is there. I have only one choice, which is in the buddhi. Don't take anything as yours. Watch the, it will automatically read. Pray. That is the reason. Sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is You have to go to a place where nobody has gone and they will not return back. That's the shloka which starts. What it means. You should go internally in such a way that return back is impossible.
You have made
Ah,
fully.
what you do? Keep on watching breath. Now will come. Watch that vasana. This one. Don't evaluate. Why did it come? Sorry. Then you are pushing it away. Let it come. A sexual thought has come. Let it come. It's good.
Vasana. That's a true.
That's the truth, right? At this point in time, I can't say, no, no, sorry, I am a saint. I will not. It's not working. It's come in the chitta. Buddhi me. That's the reason you need to have a subtle intellect. It immediately identifies. It has come. What should I do? Leave it to ahankara. Hold it. Holding it creates bad energy. Leaving it, anyway, she'll come to know. Or the Ranjini is there and I start watching her and she will come to know. Vilas, I think you are looking at the wrong place. What do you think? Oh, right place. They said from tomorrow there's no point. So it has come. What I need to do, once the breath is immediately as it came, so much of vasana given up.
In that is changing from one to other, right?
Even with your, let me come to your problem. Your problem is classical music, or you are always feeling that I need to be in music. For whatever reason, you are obsessed with that. That is the vasana you have carried. I'm not saying you should suppress it. I'm not saying you should not go there. But arpana it to, okay, to go to listen to that music. Finish that energy.
This is
No, enough. As much as it comes, just it's like vomiting, right? Can you stop vomit? Can you say that how much you are going to vomit? All vasanas are vomit only. You have stored it. It
just
comes.
one.
You should not hate.
Oh, you don't even enjoy. Simply,
Will you enjoy
problem
vomit?
is we are going deeper.
No. Like this vomit. Like I'll give you an example. There are so many people who come to my home. They come, shed their tears, and they share all information. What should I do with that? No, I should
Then
no, not take those impressions.
do not carry with you.
But the impressions are there, right? Okay. Now I should just watch because they have come as a patient. Number one. Number two, your job is to what? Listen to their story, not give advice. In 6 hours, what I listen, I only listen. Sit like this, and my eyes are stuck. Okay, nowhere it is going. Listen, they cry, they do whatever they want. I'm vomit over.
I unloaded.
I've not taken anything over. So if I take it, whose vomit is this? No, wait.
Papa is yours.
Wait a second. Whose vomit is that?
Complete.
So not initially, if somebody is very lot of problem, what I do is I keep to the corners. So one day, one girl had come, struggled to 8 hours at my with all her problems. Told my wife, throw the salt. sniffed it, looked at it, finished. It hit her. Not next day, half an hour from then on, she's crying, she's feeling something different, she wants to vomit, and this is happening, that is happening, fought with me, or whatever happening, very funny. And she's saying that why these girls come, why they torture you, why you have to listen to them, and so many things happen. A whole 5 hours she has been crying. That is the power of that vomit.
It for then you have to throw that out. And it without knowing, it will go away. This belief based on don't believe that. You are thinking
No, that is a conductor.
in the spirituality that going to
Why?
throwing out
Who
and
says so?
all that.
That's energy. You are not taking that energy, but somebody else will take it, right? Like
If you believe in that, I know what is wrong with believing.
I'm not saying that you should not, but don't take it as you are doing it or that is going to give you liberation. See, if
See, that what you have done is you have done the study of some bad energy.
correct,
So, puja havana or something similar thing.
wait,
The
that's
thought is, I remember now I have done it. That's the reason.
no. When you do,
And I felt comfortable after.
when you do puja or um, prana pratishtha, you should see the idol talking to you. No, that is what you need to do. Just like that demonstration of that salt was, she cried for 8 9 hours, 8 hours. My home. She came at around 10 o'clock.
Of that.
So I had kept everywhere. And there was another girl that is my friend's daughter. She wanted to commit suicide, and I had kept four of them.
Of that.
It worked. Now she is finished her whatever she has to finish. But she had committed. She jumped from a building, breaking her hand. She didn't die. Fortunately, there was a parapet wall, so she hit on that. And this friend was panicking. "Hey, you know what my daughter has done?" I said, "You send her." Then I had kept salt. I don't keep salt for everyone. I'll know from their eyes their level of where they are. So first, initially, I'll look at how hot it is. Yeah, the same thing. Okay. So I'll first check how hot it is. So every person coming in my home, I first scan their eyes. I come to know this is very hot, this is very cold, or this is okay. This is okay for people to come and. In some cases, I'll tell my wife, "Don't come out." I'll tell her, "Don't come away from kitchen." Or if you come also, you just run away to another room because that man who has come will be scanning your whole body. So don't come out because she has a problem. She doesn't have a aura. Outside aura is not only trouble. They can do anything to her. No, she will get into a lot of problems. So I tell her, "You don't come out," and she doesn't come out till that person leaves.
That person is
So she doesn't come out. Even if she comes out, I'll tell her, "Don't show any of your body," because he has, but that outside covering is not. There's some people who will not. That outer one, you will have aura, but it can be punctured easily. Like
I
that.
have some.
Okay.
Not few. Of course, everyone.
Okay.
I have a few.
We'll do that. But this is the whole thing about four things. The, sorry, manas, ahankara, and Citta. So the purification process is through only intellect. And then finally, you have to drop the intellect. That is the problem. Good, no? It is clearer. So you can't do anything about vasana. And also the salt example was very, very good for me. I told him. But I remember you told. Yeah, I in fact that day that girl had come and she had. Yeah, explained for one. I remember. Yeah, we also recorded it. So there's so many, especially with females, there is a lot of problems. Okay, we are ending the show. Yes. Ranjini, you didn't speak even a single word. That's what. Can't hear you. You're on mute. You can't even unmute. Yeah, we still have 3 more minutes. Something is wrong with the microphone. Something is wrong with you only. Forget it. Yeah, that we can make out. Even I could make. Looking at her face today, yeah, today she is not in her. Low. I think she has to. Okay. I think she has to use mobile phone. No, no, she has stomach upset, so let her enjoy that stomach upset. She'll leave. Okay, bye bye.